Good morning. It's very common that all of us wants to be somebody else. We look at glossy magazines, we look at television, we look at watch the movies to see those beautiful people. We want to be better looking, taller, slimmer, all those good stuff, more adventurous, something like that. For some reason, we're never happy in our own skin. And for someone to be even the most beautiful are not happy in their own skin. But the Bible has a solution for this. How do you become somebody else, a better person? I read rather, 1 Samuel 10, verse 6. At that time, the Spirit of the Lord will come upon you with power, and you will prophesy. Then you will be changed to a different person. Imagine that. That's totally possible. If you're not happy with yourself, that you will and can be changed to a different person. How? By letting the Holy Spirit come into you with power. Not just play dilly-dallying, dipping your toes in the shallow water, but be totally immersed in the Holy Spirit. Let it come upon you with such power that you have no choice but be changed to another person. 1 Samuel 10, verse 6, when the Holy Spirit come upon you with power, you will be changed into a different person. Again, I think it's Romans where it says, or Hebrews, do not conform to the world, but be ye transformed in the mind by the Holy Spirit. So the Holy Spirit is the Spirit of God. When it comes upon you, when it comes into you, you will prophesy, you will be changed into a different person, you will have greater joy and peace, and you will delight in the will of the Lord to read the Bible more, to pray more, and be more involved in the pain of the world. A prayer I often say is, Lord, break my heart for what breaks yours. So sometimes we can be so dull that when we see suffering in the world, it doesn't affect us as it should. So if we have the Lord's mind and His will in our hearts, it will hurt us. It will cause us concern, and we should do something, pray about it, send a letter out or something. I have always done this in my life, and till today have not changed in spite of all my circumstances. My sister would say, why do you still do this? Why? So you will have detractors too, but do not worry. Listen to the voice of the Spirit and be changed into another person. All these requires time to ponder upon these things. All these require time on your knees as you ask the Holy Spirit to continue to abide in you and teach you, so that you will be sensitive to its promptings, and you will see slowly but really surely you are a different person, that your perspective changes, you care more. Not that you'll be more emotional, you will not be more emotional, because you will judge the situation according to the Spirit of God, according as the Spirit leads you. I pray that you will read this verse. Well, actually, it refers to Saul when he was first anointed as king of Israel. He was a man of promise. The Holy Spirit came upon him, and he became changed to a different person, a man after God's heart. But over the period of years, his success, or rather his God-given success, has made him proud and prideful, that he turned away from God. But we should be that, because all things come from God. So without God, we are nothing. We can be nothing. And on our knees, we thank Him for this gift of Himself in the Holy Spirit.